Hi, I'm Hugh Sarvis, Director of Engineering for WorxAudio Technologies. Today we'd like to talk about our TrueLine X-Series compact line array. This is a two-way system that was designed for use in all kinds of churches, gyms, auditoriums, and we'd like to talk today about the technologies of this product. It's a bi-amp speaker system. It has two 8-inch speakers and a medium format compression driver. Today we're going to look at the technologies that make this what it is. So let's get started and talk about the technologies. What you see here today is the TrueLine X1. This is a compact line array. It has 160 degrees in the horizontal and 10 degrees in the vertical. What you see is the install version. This has our install rigging to make it nice and easy for the installation guys, but we also make this in the touring version. We'd like to go ahead and start and look at the outside of the cabinet and see how the box is made. The sides are made out of 24mm plywood. This is Baltic birch. It's actually a marine grade of Baltic birch. So the sides are 24mm, which is roughly 1 inch. The top and the bottom is 5/8, which we call also 15mm. We made the top and the bottom a little tighter to where when you put the next enclosure to it, it keeps the acoustics and the high frequency close to where the flat waveformer would work the best. The X1 also features a 14 gauge powder coated grill perforated for a high transmission ratio while also protecting the components inside. This X1 is a powered version. It also comes in a passive version, but let's talk a little bit about the powered amplifier. This amp utilizes the Bang & Olufsen ICE modules and power supply. It has power con for the in and the out. It does have an on and off switch. You also have an XLR that is a loop through for in and out. It is transformer isolated. Along with that, you have a detinted potentiometer. You have a power, a clip, and a protect, and a signal light. You have a program select switch that allows for 2 programs that we pre-program. You have a channel 1 and a channel 2 that is a mute, so you can test the speakers and make sure that everything is going right. Let's now talk about the inside of the X1. This is our TrueLine X-Series module. I'd like to talk to you today about some of the design principles and makes it what it is. This is basically a 160 degree pattern in the horizontal, and it is a 10 degree in the vertical. As you can look at this is a completed module. It has 2 8-inch speakers on the back and a medium format compression driver. I'd like to talk to you some about some of the other manufacturers and what they do. You may find that other manufacturers take 2 8-inch speakers and either put them to the side or put them on either side of a compression driver. Normally what they're doing is they're having to run that like one of the speakers going up to the crossover point of the compression driver while the other speaker is really an extended bass. With our speaker, we're utilizing both of our 8-inch speakers and taking both of those up to the crossover point. That does allow for a symmetrical pattern. Basically with ours, we've taken and we have shifted comb filtering up beyond the crossover point by the acoustic centers coming up really close to the side of our compression driver here. Let's now take a closer look at the loading of the AIM module. The AIM module is horn loading the 8-inch speaker. This here loads the 8-inch speaker and allows it to go from a circular pattern down to a flatter pattern and moves it right beside our flat waveformer. This is the biggest difference that we see between our competitor systems that are asymmetrical and ours is a symmetrical pattern. Our goal is to have the same pattern control throughout the entire room for the mid-bass and the high frequencies. Now let's take a look at the inside of our flat waveformer. Looking at the inside of our flat waveformer, what you notice is the compression driver would mount on the rear here. You see a phase plug that's in the center. That phase plug allows the high frequencies to slow up in the center while you have vanes going along the side and the perimeter to make equal path links through the whole face of the horn. you'll notice that the vanes are 0.4 of an inch, which really would control the high frequency up to about 18K. Now I'd like to show you our downfill module. This is our 25-degree downfill module. Let's take a look at the vanes and see how they work. Taking a look at the vanes, you'll notice that the compression driver mounts at the rear here. It mounts at a 5-degree downward angle. Coming along these vanes on the top, you'll notice that they are flat. They are also at a 0.4 of an inch, which does control up to 18K. As you move downward into this horn, you'll notice that the vanes, they start to tilt downward, and that allows it to make up the full 25 degree. Now let's take a look at the interaction between a flat waveformer and our downfill 25-degree former. Looking here, you would see a 10-degree former and a 25-degree former. As you would notice, the vanes are flat between the two. So this would allow for the path links to be able to run nicely and smooth together. You can control between these two between 5 degrees and a 10-degree splay between the two boxes. In future videos, we'll show you how we use these technologies to build other systems, as in our X2, our X3, and our X5. I do appreciate you joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you in the future.